What's up, everybody? Eric Thurow back here. It's been a minute, a long minute since my last video. So I wanted to take this opportunity to actually just go live here on my YouTube channel to do my next thing here, which is going to be a product review of some stuff that I've been using. Stay tuned, though. I do have a video in the works for what I'm using to better my health and wellness. So I'll keep you posted. I think the last thing I did was, I think it was either the greens I'm taking. That was a product. I do take greens, but that was a particular product review. And so far, it's the to my personal taste and preference. The Steel Fit mixed berry greens is my favorite, but I have yet to try all the ones that I'm sort of want to try. The only issue that I have come to say about the Steel Fit greens is actually its container. For whatever reason, well, not for whatever reason, but I'm trying to get my greens out, and I'm trying to reach for the scooper inside of the container, and my hand is a little bit too big for the opening, so it's very difficult to not only reach for the scooper that has gone down deeper into the container because I've been consuming the greens powder, but also to scoop out the powder itself so I can put it into my water. So that's the only drawback I have. If Steel Fit can, first of all, if they end up watching this replay, which is going to be stored here on YouTube and then on other mediums too, my IGTV and Facebook watch page, but if they can go ahead and think about redesigning the container, which I know is a big thing, or decide to choose a container that has a little bit more space in the opening there, it'll be better, easier to scoop out the greens and everything, more consumer friendly, as you could say. So anyways, I guess I forgot to actually, before I went live here, I forgot to put what this is about. Well, you could sort of hint this just came in today. My new Ghost hat. It's long overdue. I've been cooping up with the other hats that I have. I think it's I have a blue hat, and then I have a burgundy hat, and then I have a red hat. And I could have wore red because I'm doing something that's red oriented. This is infrared, but as they call it. But yeah, and as you could probably see, I got some teasers coming up right here. This is the product I'm going to be reviewing from Ghost today, as I said I was going to do, but I didn't say I was going to do it as a live video. So let me go ahead and I'll just I know I just shortly ago just posted on my social that I'm going live here at 2:30. So let me go ahead and wait a second here. Also, I got a nice Ghost sticker, and just to say and it has some information on the back, basically defining what their slogan, legend. They call their crew legends, and it says legend, and it has the pronunciation of it, and it says it's a noun, an individual who has earned the respect of their peers for their pursuit of consistent attainment of greatness. So that's what a legend is. Oop, upside down. There you go. So it goes. So I was going to say, oh, that's cool. It's perfect timing because I could put this on my new phone case that I got. Finally got rid of my Ninth Man Nation one, which is still sitting over here. It cracked near the volume levels, but otherwise it's pretty good. But I just no longer cover the Arena Football League right now because the league folded, so no more need for Ninth Man Nation. I was going to try to migrate over to the Indoor Football League and cover a local team that was going to be an expansion this year, the Oakland Panthers. I already had my media credentials and everything was ready to go, but then, of course, unfortunately, COVID hit. So that canceled that, and then with the way how things have progressed, I just decided to just not pursue Ninth Man Nation and covering any indoor football or any sports with that moniker, or actually just arena football, because that's all it stands for, the Ninth Man. So anyways, here's the Ghost. So I have to figure where I could probably put this. Maybe I could put it on one of my computer studio monitors here, but anyways, thanks to Ghost for sending the sticker out. That's one thing. And then the tea is what we're actually going to get into review. Not only review the product on its own individual taste profile, the consistency of the product, the aroma of the product, and how it, basically tastes eventually once mixed down into some water. But I'm going to compare it to the actual origination of the flavoring profile, which this is NutterButter, everybody's favorite, basically peanut butter sandwich cookie from Nabisco. So as you may know, that Ghost, the guys, whether it goes Dan and Ryan, shout out to you guys. Much respect with everything that you do and trying to be true and consistent with everything. Basically, you do everything right, you do everything good, you try to get quality, and then at the same time have a quality product to do what it's supposed to do. And not forgetting about the reason why the product exists in its effort. So, great shout out to you. So, let me further ado, go ahead and show you that. Here it is. So, they went with the infrared color scheme, or the color scheme that sort of, I don't know how well you could see it on camera, the red color scheme to the packaging of NutterButter. And it sort of coincides with the Ghost infrared shaker, I guess you could say, except for this little bit shinier of a material. But yeah, so let me go ahead and let's try this out. I mean, it's Friday. People got places to be, things to do, spend time with the family, as this takes forever to get off. And also one thing, I don't know if I really even pay attention to when you open a package up, whether it be protein like this is, or any other supplement brand that's supposed to have the seal. I don't pay attention to whether other brands have this, but Ghost puts like a little lip or tongue here that sticks out. It makes it easier to open up. As I say that, and it gets difficult, but yeah. So yeah, that's right. I keep on forgetting that Ghost puts their scoopers right there on top. So that's away with that. Trash. And there's the scooper. Just shake off some of the protein powder. This is also interesting that the scooper is right on. Well, not interesting, but beneficial. Well, one if you can get it out, because I don't want to break the scooper. Okay, there. That they put it on top like that so it doesn't sink into the powder, like during shipment, whether it be shipping out to the stores or shipping to your house, depending on how you get the product. So that way it's right there on top. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. So this is a decent size scooper. So that's basically their serving size is one scoop. Read the serving size. Yeah, it's one rounded scoop, which equates to 41.5 grams in size. And there's 26 servings, so you got 26 of those scoops in this tub. So 160 calories per serving, 26 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. I mean, you got the protein from the powder and all that stuff, and then from the peanut butter, you get more protein because the peanut butter is a good source of protein in itself. Yeah, 2.5 grams of fat. 1 gram is from saturated fat. 35 milligrams of cholesterol, 270 milligrams of sodium. Good, they kept the sodium profile down because you don't want to have too much sodium. You need sodium, but yet you don't need sodium. You don't want to be over feeding yourself with sodium because that could be bad for your blood pressure. 8 grams of carbs. I think I said that earlier. No, I didn't say. Yeah, I didn't say that yet. So 8 grams of carbs per serving. So not too bad, and 1 of those grams comes from dietary fiber, and 3 of them come from total sugars. So, and then it includes 2 grams of added sugars, and then 26 grams of protein, and then it has 151 milligrams of calcium, most likely coming from the peanut butter, because butter, is a dairy product, and it has calcium mixed with the peanuts, and it makes the peanut butter and all that stuff. That's something extra. And then potassium, 192 milligrams. So again, let me see if it'll do justice to show you the contents of how it looks. So we would say it looks just pretty ordinary as regular protein powder. But yeah, oh, sorry about the tapping there. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, the aromas. Ooh. Oh my God. It smells like Nutter Butter. So let me actually, before I mix this up, just for the aroma part of it, I'll open this Nutter Butter package that they included. I don't know if they're doing this for everybody or if they have like a certain limited number of Nutter Butter proteins that if you order from ghostlifestyle.com, they ship out the packages of Nutter Butters. I don't know if it was just for the day that it was launched, which was last Thursday, that if you ordered on launch date that you get the Nutter Butters included or not, so I'm not sure about that. But not that expensive. I was ready to go buy me some package, whether for computers or just a snack on. They nailed it. Aroma-wise, they nailed it. So let's go ahead and do the taste part. I just want to do one scoop. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Take the time to, and it's really right next to my microphone, so this may be extra loud. I was going to try to see if I could product placement kind of thing. Okay, make sure it's sealed so I can shake it. Let's see what you got, Ghost. Let's see what else. You've impressed me with your other proteins, especially your Chips Ahoy, which is my favorite. This is another Nabisco brand, and if the aroma says anything to how this tastes, I don't know if we could call you a protein company anymore. We could call you a snack company now. Okay, that should be done. Okay, so I'm just going to be honest. Smelling it through the being mixed with water dilutes a little bit of the aromas. It's not as strong and potent as when I first sniffed it out of the container there, but it's still, you can still smell it. But of course, it's watered down now, so what do you expect? So I can sip. Wow, I forgot about that. The one when I'm chewing is because there's inclusions in the protein, just like the Chips Ahoy. There's inclusions with the chocolate chips. This one there's inclusions with the cracker, the cookie on the outside. But they're not too big of a piece, and they're not too small to where you could possibly choke off of it. But they're just the right size inclusions to allow you to know that they're there. So now, how does the flavor taste? Of course, it's liquid. This one's gonna be liquid, and it's gonna be with watered down. This is gonna be the pure flavor. So it is good. The inclusions of the cookie, texture wise, it was there, and the flavoring is pretty good. And just to my fault, I may have mixed a little bit too much water in it. I was overly thirsty at the time. I don't know. But let's see. These are bomb by themselves, by the way. Very, very, very similar. Very good profile. Yeah. They do a company or what's it called? Complement. They do complement one another. So, man, I could tell you, from my years of drinking protein, there was a time when I first started on protein I started out, of course, with like a generic store brand because you're trying something new. You don't want to spend the money, and it was a new thing. Proteins were a lot more expensive than they are now. I mean, like almost double the cost when they were first coming out with these protein powders and products like this. So I bought the store brand, and I bought one another brand of a startup company from a former NFL player. And the store brand was just no, it was not good at all. I basically had maybe only 3 servings in a shaker of it, and then I just tossed it or gave it away or something. I did something with it, but I didn't keep it. I didn't like it. And then with that other brand that's a startup company, the profiles got better. The taste profiles, as far as I'm concerned, got a lot better. But yeah, it was still not the best, at least from my personal perspective, to be wanted to be included in buying proteins or any kind of supplements that go into that facet, like with BCAAs and creatine, glutamine, and all that stuff that you work out, pre-workouts, recovery formulas and all that stuff. But yeah, since then, you got companies like Ghost, and I've tried companies like Evogen Nutrition and 1UP Nutrition for protein. And have I tried anybody else? No, the startup company was All Pro Science, and it was started up by Tony Gonzalez. His products were good. I'm sure they've improved tremendously then, as I'm sure with these companies, they started out with certain levels of taste profiles in their proteins, and as the technology and the availability of products, and especially with the licensing factor, this has a nice raised feel to it. You can feel the grooves of the cookie here, the sandwich. It's a good marketing ploy right there. And I was just talking to somebody on Instagram with FitButters, Ryan over there at FitButters and Fitness Informant. Shout out to you guys over there at Fitness Informant. But yeah, this is a great product, and the prices have come down. This is, I'll say it's $39.99 plus tax. Where you are, if you order from ghostlifestyle.com, then of course it's $39.99 plus tax and shipping and handling. And they ship via UPS, United Parcel Service. What else? They have a new thing. If you can't afford the lump sum of the $39.99 plus tax, they do have a new partnership with a company called Sezzle. That's Sezzle. And what that company does is breaks down your payment. You pay. So if it's $40, let's say, just for simple math, they make 40 payment installments. Every 2 weeks you pay an installment. The first payment takes place right there. You have to be approved by Sezzle by adding a debit card to their site and their account. Sezzle's from Minneapolis or Minnesota area, and basically you put your debit card in there. And then it authorizes it a charge for 1/4, so 1/4 of the $40. Let's say $10 for the protein, and then 2 weeks later you'll get automatically charged because you had authorized them to charge $10 for 4 weeks, 4 times. So $10 the first time the day of purchase. You'll still get your item as normal, like as you see. I tried out that way too, just to try it out, that payment path, and it worked. And I still have to, of course, pay it off with the 2 other payments, which I'm just going to, when it's coming time to do next week, to do the second payment out of the 4, I'm just going to pay it off because I don't need to have the extra debt and payments out. So I like to pay things off in cash in full and be done with it and not have to worry about paying any kind of banks back because it's my money. I want to keep it. But anyways, besides that, yeah, that's what they have. So if you're hard for cash, but you have cash coming up, like a paycheck coming up, you could do the Sezzle payment on your debit card for more convenience. And then also don't forget, you can use codes. Ghost has plenty of athletes in and around the United States. They have, of course, what they just launched yesterday within one of their athletes, Rob Lipsett, which was over in Ireland. They have Whiskey Sour Legend. So I should probably be getting that too. Since I used to do spirit and cocktail review shows, so I could compare it to some of the whiskeys I've had, or whiskey sours I made. But basically, yeah, and then they have some people out there in Australia. Shout out to Brooke Evers out there. You can use her code, Brooke Evers. That's gives you 20% off, or you can use Rob Lipsett's code over there in Ireland for 20% off. And then as for the States, some of the people here in the States, you could use let's say Christian Guzman's code CG, or Max Tuning's code Max, and then of course you got Allie Bess. You could use her code Allie. So just not to name all the athletes, but there's plenty of athletes you can find that's under the Ghost brand that you're able to get 20% off, which basically takes care of the tax and possibly the shipping cost, depending on how far away you live, where you have to have it shipped to. But anyways, this is a great product. I do have the Chips Ahoy actually in my other room. I just actually moved it from here to the other room because I'm cleaning up and getting rid of all the excess stuff I have that I don't use anymore, and creating a dedicated shelf for my proteins and a dedicated shelf for my aminos and BCAAs, and another dedicated shelf for my pre-workouts, thermogenics, and recovery. So I'll do those three in one shelf. And it's all basically right now, it's all Ghost product that I use. And as long as Ghost keeps being consistent with their product quality, their flavor profiles, with the way they're going out and getting licensing deals with, like I said, Nabisco with NutterButter and Chips Ahoy. They also have Swedish Fish. They also have Warheads. They have Welch's for their grape. I guess the Welch's grape is in Amino, Legend, and I think it's in Burn. So 3 products for that. Well, and it tastes like grape juice. It's a great thing to have, great product. And so yeah, let me end this live stream. I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes. And I know it's been like 20 minutes now, a little over 20 minutes. I don't want to take too much more time. Plus, I got some stuff I got to take care of myself. But this is a delicious brand, delicious product. Here it is. Once again, the NutterButter. Let me get out my logo there. Yeah, so it goes NutterButter. And as you can, let me show you the macros right there they have on the front. So I should let you know that. Let's see here. So yes, since it's NutterButter and it's peanut butter, there's peanuts in here. So if you have a nut allergy, stay away from this. If you have a peanut, especially a peanut allergy, I would stay away from this. And then also it says that it contains milk. Well, I already said peanuts, so it contains milk, soy, and wheat. So if you have allergies to those 3 items along with the peanuts, I would stay away from it. Their full disclosure, they're saying, like this, says I like this, that there's no amino spiking in here, so you got that. It says whey protein isolate is 90% of it, or 14.53 grams. And then whey protein concentrate, 80%. And then hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. So they have those 3 proteins, and they break it down right here on the ingredients label right here on the bottom. But they don't try to hide. They have like a full bold print graphic here, and then they disclose it. So sorry about the mic thing, but I'm hitting the table. But yeah, gotta find a place for this now. I would put it on my laptop, but I'm thinking about getting something new, so I don't want to tarnish my laptop if I try to get rid of it or recycle it. But anyways, yeah, so that's my view of today's shipment of Ghost NutterButter protein. At least I got some free snack to chew on here and a delicious protein. And just keep in mind, proteins, you can don't replace this with any other protein. That use this as like a post-workout recovery drink. You can use it as that, because protein synthesis help recover and replenish and rebuild your muscles that you just worked out. Because when you do resistance training, you tend to tear the fibers in your muscles, and that helps them. And then when they replenish themselves, they repair themselves. That's when they do their growing and strengthening. And protein helps that process along. Protein has other benefits along with it. I'm not a clinical scientist, so I don't know. I just know the general basis of proteins. But if you can get your protein from natural sources like chicken, like egg whites, and I would say like peanut butter or nut butters or whatever. Well, not those are mixed with some of the stuff. Like I say off the top of my head, like meat, steaks, chicken. The best source of proteins actually comes from lean pork tenderloins. Those are the best. They're actually lean pork tenderloins are actually the better protein source than actually even skinless lean chicken breasts, boneless chicken breasts. So just try to get your protein from that again. And also I got the Ghost hat too, representing the style. So just need to get this replaced with Ghost. So that's my next venture, to hopefully get something. I'm a big dude, and I know Ghost doesn't have anything my size. Hopefully they could change that, or give me the logo and I'll go get it done myself. But yeah, anyways, great product. I love this product. That's another one, and another like dessert type of protein. And that's also a good thing with protein. Take a shaker cup, of 1 scoop serving. It says 5 to 6 ounces of water or beverage of choice. So I probably got close to double that, so that's why this was probably more watered down than anything, but I still get the profile, the aroma's there, consistency to this is there, so it's a great product, and yeah, just go get some. And as far as for protein, you can also take this like around an hour and a half to 2 hours before you go to bed. That way you don't truly go to bed on an empty stomach feeling you have to get something to eat, and then you eat right before you go to bed, and then what you consume right before you go to bed stays around in your stomach and doesn't fully digest and doesn't burn off, and then it turns into a layer of fat eventually. But yeah, if you drink some protein, which is a good timing right before you go to bed, like 2 hours to an hour and a half at the latest before you go to bed, and then those will keep you filled and you won't have to have any kind of cravings unless you have like a NutterButter flavored one. But anyways, that's it. I hope everybody has a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll be back shortly with some more information on my journey and my weight loss goals, my fitness journey. As of right now, in my county, gyms are not opened. I live in a county that seems to be run by some ignorant people, and very inconsistent actions to how to open things back up for the economy, and they want to keep things closed and hurt small businesses, or even some of the mass chain businesses. Like for gyms, like we have City Sport, which is part of the LA Fitness family. We have 24-Hour Fitness, which is declared bankruptcy. They're actually a local business that's headquartered, about 45 minutes northeast of San Jose in a small town called San Ramon. But yeah, so Gold's Gym, I don't think San Jose has any Gold Gyms anymore. They've basically folded out of this marketplace altogether. They haven't had Gold Gyms for years, for a couple, even 2 or 3 decades or something like that. But yeah, and they have American Barbell, which is not really here in San Jose, it's in Campbell, but the main gym is 24-Hour Fitness in San Jose. They have some Planet Fitness. They have, I think, one Retro Fitness, some Fitness 19s, and what else do they have here? And of course, City Sport. They have a couple of City Sports, like 2 or 3 City Sports here in San Jose. Those big corporate gyms are going to be hurting, big time, but I think once the gyms get open, they're going to be influxed with a lot of people coming. I know they have to limit to the number and probably appointment only for a while. But yeah, I'm trying to get the gyms back open. My training studio that I went to prior to this was not an actual gym, but a training studio. Was F45 Training in North Sunnyvale. So they're in the same boat with those kind of places with the training studios like 9 Round. You got Orange Theory Fitness. You got, of course, F45. Those training studios are also in the same boat. They're closed too. So basically, we're just waiting for things to open up here, and hopefully they open up very shortly. If no longer than by the end of the month. Hopefully before the end of the month, though. But anyways, I hope everybody has a good day. Oh, and forgot, since it's a Friday before the day, I wish everybody a happy Father. If you're a father, I wish you a happy Father's Day coming this Sunday. So, and if you forgot to go get that Father's Day card or gift, hurry up and go get it. Out there with whatever stores you can get to, try to do it at a small business store first before hitting any kind of big box chain stores like Best Buy or Target or Walmart or whatever. Hit the small stores first and get what you can get for your Father's Day. All right, I hope to talk to you later, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.